Selfie.
To be presented as a noble, hung at home or in a museum.
Photography.
To see and be seen.
The tired 14-year-old me sat on top of a double-decker bus, looking over the gates of houses into strangers' front yard. The newer houses were usually paved in concrete, called front lawns for maximizing the numbers of cars that can possibly be fit in a tight space. Given Singapore's astronomically high property and car prices, you'd be surprised of how much the rich can actually afford. The older houses, built by generation before, were more generous with the grass. Built for a different time where perhaps the weather was cooler and we weren't so conditioned to 18 degrees air conditioner climates. Then, there were these houses being built in the corner of a T-junction, a construct of glass mixed with black and white aesthetic of a colonial government housing. As double-decker bus rides went by, the house was slowly populated with green. Palm trees, ferns, and bushes seemed to burst out of the house and over the walls. It seemed to hide the house, shrouding it in nature. If you asked me what the house looked like, I couldn't tell you. Then one day, a curious figure appeared on its front lawn. A 10-foot silver sculpture of a man-dog, mid-lip, wearing a jester's hat with a grin under his pointed nose appeared overlooking the driveway. The owner of this house wasn't typical. My 14-year-old self recoiled at the sight. Why would you do that to your beautiful house? I asked. I went home. I told my mother what I had seen and we both had a good laugh. I would never have that in my house. For the next 13 years of going past that house to this day, that same man-dog would stare at me as I stared back. Right before I pressed the bell to let the driver in front know it was my stop. It seemed to greet me and soon blended into the landscape. It became a matter of fact, a sign of home.
14 years ago, a residency opened up in Chengdu, China, by Singaporean photographer Chua Soo. Among the artists was Vincent Liao, a sculptor who would go on to make Andy, a series of man-dog sculptures, one of which now resides in Subin's own home.
No, we not the same, somebody better tell me why. I really need my answers or somebody gonna die. I'm angered by the question, cause I really need to know. Better come in heavy, cause I'm full up from the low. I got lazy legs, they don't stand for shit. Fingers so big, tell me how to grip. Body fragile and my chest too weak. Always pissed off and I'm losing my kick. Trying to find the reason why the reason poison. Trying to understand why my body's broken. I've been in too many problems. Trying to fucking swim it, but I'm drowning in them. The struggle not a season, this shit is lifelong. Tell me what's the vision and they got it all wrong. I'm not supposed to be mad, but often I do. Couldn't switch it fast enough, and I know this you know. Never blame nobody for my body like this. Never blame nobody for the chance that I miss. Never blame nobody when my shit gets so rough. Never blame nobody when my shit gets so tough. Never blame nobody for the chance that I miss. Never blame nobody for the chance that I miss. This about don't mean that nobody could understand. Struggling and struggling, the pain will never end. Daily is a business and the shit repeats again. Everybody show that it's an issue with my hand. Keep up with the pace, we living in the race. Trying to find the ways, but we running in the maze. Tell me where to go now, cause I've been on the low. Tell me where to go, cause I really need to know. Just a young man with a dream on his sleeve. Just a young man took a risk with the heat. My life got me running like a marathon. Body getting fucked up, but I carry on. I know I cannot give up, cause I really wanna live. Giving all I got before I'm buried underneath. Music live forever, that's what I believe. Die like a legend, cause I live like a myth. Never blame nobody for my body like this. Never blame nobody for the chance that I miss. Never blame nobody when my shit gets so rough. Never blame nobody when my shit gets so tough. Never blame nobody for the chance that I miss. Never blame nobody for the chance that I miss. The chance that I miss. Never chance that I miss. Never blame nobody for the chance that I miss. Something like that, maybe somewhat like that. You know, plus minus put sugar and then put bubble tea. You know, it's gonna be like that. You know. No, please don't kill my vibe. No, please don't kill my vibe.
Legends, the greats, the myth, the stars and the way. Truth, facts, laws, principles and endure. A certain distinctive trait and a similar character, I suppose. Legends are also referred to as a waypoint and a map, a navigation system, leading wanderers and explorers through the vast space in hopes to reach the land they dreamt of. In pursuit of satisfying one's monomania, often by a militant code of conduct, of which aren't made for anybody but the self. Devoured by a passage of a creator, legends exist to create, leaving trails of existence beyond his given time. The truth is here, within what's left. No wonder it's a journey. Welcome. Welcome to the Old Boys Club. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, where hung man-made pictures of men making pictures, celebrating old warriors who wielded pen, ink, paint, paper, canvas, and fought long forgotten wars of what art is. Right? Left. Champions of what ye should see or not see. Welcome.
This artist paints nude. Artist acts. Nude rest. Artist holds power. Nude accepts. Artist grows old. Nude remains young. An artist cannot be the nude because an old body is shameful. Wearing a batik shirt is even worse. I have the look. You bullshit. 'Cause you want to. What the? Oh my. Who'd ever thought? So you did. So you did. Where are the male nude models? Where are the women painters? The Nanyang Circle? We were all migrants. We all came here to survive. Yes, the men came first, but I've never felt threatened by them. For me, it was always about the art. And my art spoke for itself. Je m'appelle Chandana. My name is Georgette Chen. The pine trees, the evergreen pine trees. In China, the pine tree represents strength, longevity, and virtue. You can eat the pine cones, you can drink tea with the pine needles, you can make all sorts of craft works, and the pine gives off a pleasant scent. In China, I painted lotus in a breeze. The lotus is softness, beauty, and virtue. The lotus blooms most beautifully in the deepest mud. You can also eat every part of the lotus. Yes. Not at all. Draw you. Yes, you. I did.
It's more meaningful to capture something ugly in a beautiful way than in capturing something which is already beautiful. But what is beautiful? Are you beautiful because you are a model? Are you beautiful because you are painted by an artist? Are you beautiful because you are captured by a photographer? What is beautiful? Am I beautiful? Are you beautiful? It's about defying the mundane, fighting the suffocating norms. It's about conveying a different sense of beauty, like the works of Matisse, Picasso, Botero, Giacometti, and of course, Cheng Seok-tin.
I remember what I really wanted to say. You matter. Your thoughtfulness matters. Your awkwardness matters. You matter. 要真正在摄影中了解一个人，是需要时间的。你会花多少时间去了解一张照片？很多时候，我们只看见传奇，看见艺术，看见艺术家，却忘了背后的真实。或许，真实就在生活的每一个瞬间。吴冠中老师记录在这里的每一张照片，手里都拿着画板，把周围有趣的一景一物记录下来。有一次，他在游泳池旁边看到一位很特别的外国女生，他有点尴尬，不好意思地走上前去问她：“你可以做我的模特儿吗？我是个画家，我画画的。” 结果他还真的答应了，所以就有这一张画家、模特儿看着摄影师的镜头拍下的照片。你会花多少时间去了解一张照片？20多年，蔡思敏老师花了20多年的时间拍下这些照片，为我们留下传奇背后的真实。要真正在摄影中了解一个人，是需要时间的。
This wasn't new to him. A photo in exchange for a drink, for a painting, for a sketch, for a friendship that would last through the twilight of their years. He would outlive many of them.
The canyons of their wrinkles will always be there, to be felt and seen by gallery visitors. The gaps between their teeth will always be there, for the patrons to peer into the caverns of their mouths. The laughter they shared over crabs will always be there, with the aroma forever wafting through the portraits.
Creators have a way of capturing one another and suspending each other in time. 10, 20, 30 years don't matter once the work is created. The details are sketchy. You can see the rough shapes of the eyes, the hair, the chiseled structure of cheeks, and the unmistakable fuzz of moustache and goatee. If there was no creator to indicate this was who it was, we will never know.
Yet, we feel the moment of fleeting joy imprinted onto the page, of being able to see a friend walk through the doors of a hospital to say a final goodbye, bearing gifts, not of flowers, but of pens, a gift of hope that one day he would live on and lift it up again. But what we are left with is not a masterpiece. What we are left with is an echo through time of goodbye. By an old subject. Friend. Friend. Doing what he loved most.